Hey, Danny Boyle here, founder of Songwriters International, where we develop songwriters, improving their craft to go on and sustain a career within music. Now today we're going to be talking about my 3 biggest tips when it comes to top lining songs. Okay, now in a previous video I've done a complete walkthrough, but there's been a huge demand right now for top lining, and I want to give you the 3 biggest kind of fundamentals, things that you need more so than anything else when you go on into the writing process when you're top lining a track. Okay, now this is going to be of use for you if you've never top lined, you've just started, or you're a seasoned top liner. Okay, so start implementing what we're going to be talking about in this video. So without further ado, let's dive on in. So just very quickly, I'm going to explain to you what top lining is for those that may not know. Top lining is where you are writing to a pre-existing instrumental. Okay, so essentially if I'm a producer, I've produced a song and I want someone else to write it, you then would write the track, and that would be what we would call top lining. Okay, it's super simple. Now top lining is in demand, it's very popular, so if you can start doing it a little bit more, there's real big opportunities to get songs taken and monetize your music. Alright, now let's dive into what I see as number 1 on my 3 tips when it comes to top lining. Having been a writer now for over 7 years and top lining on hundreds of projects, these are the 3 things that I say are absolutely crucial when it comes to top lining a track. And number 1 is, when you get given the track, figure out the structure. Okay, for the first 10 to 15 seconds, is that the instrumental? For the next 15 seconds, maybe 20 seconds to 50 seconds, is that the verse? Is 1 minute to 2 minute, the verse 2, for example. Okay, now you're probably not going to have a verse for 1 minute, but you get the kind of picture I'm trying to paint. You've got to listen to the track maybe 3, 4, 5 times, however many times, for you to actually identify, here's the verse, here's the chorus, here's verse 2, or whatever you may think the structure is. Do not rely on the producer to tell you, because in most cases they're sending these projects out to many songwriters. So you go away and you identify it for yourself. Okay, don't rely on a producer to tell you, because in most cases, unfortunately, they won't. So you go away, identify it, write it down in terms of seconds. 20 to 30 seconds is the verse, and all those things. If you can't identify what the structure is, just go with what you think it is. Okay, if you're unsure, just go with it. Okay, because if you don't figure it out, then you're not going to write on the project, which then, if you never write for it, you never know if you're going to get the song taken. So that's my number 1 biggest tip at the beginning of the process of top lining the track, and this is every single track. Identify the structure of the song. Number 2, okay, and this is really, really important, melody. Okay, I'll say it one more time, melody. Okay, now what do I mean? Well, as you may have known from my previous trainings on here, I've spoken about the importance of melody. Melody is the hook, okay, and it's very, very important, especially when you're top lining, because in most cases, 9 times out of 10, when you are top lining songs, it is for dance music. Okay, dance music for some reason is very popular when it comes to top lining. Producers like to create a track, send it off. Now, whenever you're writing a song, not just dance music, but it kind of relates here to dance music, you have to think about the end audience. Who's going to be listening to the song? In what capacity? What's their age? What kind of music will they listen to outside of the track that you're writing? And that will then decipher, what you would then focus on in the writing process. If it's a country song, then it's going to be more lyric and story driven. But in top lining sense, most tracks are dance, and melody is the hook. It's going to be the chanty part of our song, and we have to think about the end listener. And when someone in the dance world likes listening to those kind of songs, it's mainly melody driven. and they like to have the chants, the hooks and things like that. So you can't overlook the importance of that thing they call melody. It's the hook, and if you can get it right, you're well on your way to getting those songs taken, especially when it comes to top lining. Number 3, and my final one here, is collaboration. Okay, fundamental in songwriting anyway, especially when it comes to top lining. Why? Well, if you're struggling with the structure, you're struggling to identify where's the verse, where's the chorus, where's verse 2, instrumentals, you've got someone else's viewpoint on the song. That is so vital, so important. Secondly, they can then introduce their thoughts, they can help you, they can guide you through melody creation. So you can give your thoughts, they can give their thoughts, and in turn you're going to find a better track. Thirdly, let's say, the producer that you end up sending back to doesn't like the song, which can happen, unfortunately, then at least you've got 2 people working on the song being taken somewhere else. Let's say you're sending emails out to dance producers for this song. You've got 2 people instead of 1. Double. Instead of you sending out 10, now you're sending out 20. Rather than you sending out 50, you're sending out 100 because you're working times 2. So collaboration in that respect is a fundamental. Okay, so really important, and I recommend it then going forwards throughout your career as a creative and especially as a songwriter. So they are the 3 biggest tips, having, like I said, written on hundreds of projects for top line. The structure is crucial, the melody is crucial, and collaboration is key. Okay, get those 3 things, and I can guarantee your writing will go up much better, especially in the top lining process. So go ahead, start implementing this into your top lining projects. If you've never top lined, get into it. Go and find an instrumental. If you're doing little bits of it, do more of it, because there's a huge demand. And if you're a seasoned pro, then awesome. I'm sure you're crushing it. Now, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and drop a comment below for some more videos that you might like to see, and I'll see what I can do and see if we can cover them for you. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you over on our next video. I hope you've enjoyed this, the 3 biggest tips for top lining, and thanks for watching.